everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I'm finally sitting down and doing like a proper nail art video on display tips. I feel like I haven't done one of these for I feel like I haven't done one of these for so long. I haven't done one of these for so long. So I'm excited to be finally doing one again. So I'm going to be doing something with pink and white. And when I say something, like most times, I have no idea what. So we're just going to see how it turns out and hope for the best. I mean, one day this sort of like no planning thing is going to turn out badly and the video is going to be rubbish. But at least that'll prove that some days it does go wrong. That's all I'm thinking about. So we're also going to be using foil. So let me just show you everything I'm going to be using first of all. So I'm going to be using a pink gel paint and gel polish. The gel paint is Magpie and it's called Just Pink. Well, it's not just called Just Pink, it's called Pink. And then the colour that I'm going to be using is Gel Perfection, and it's basically the same colour, but it's electric pink, and obviously it's gel polish instead of gel paint. And then I'm going to do the same thing with white, so I'm using Alaska and gel polish from Gel Perfection, and then I'm also using white gel paint from Magpie. And then I'm going to be using silver stripe foil from Sparkle Supplies UK because it's absolutely incredible, and I haven't used it yet. It's just been sat in my foil folder for God knows how long, and I just thought it was time to get this bad boy out and do something with it. So that is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to just get on with it. As I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I've got two nails in my head that I know what I want to do with. But other than that, I have no idea. So first of all, I'm going to do those two nails just because that's what I know I'm doing. I have got my pyjamas on. My friends bought me this when I wasn't very well. Well, when I just about got better. It is so soft. And yeah, just the best thing ever. So anyway, I'm going to go in first of all with this nail here. So I am also going to be using a silver, which is platinum, and that is literally just for me to put this on top of. So first of all, I'm going to do the silver on both the nails because then I don't have to worry about matte top coating instead of getting the foil on them. So if you are doing this on a real person, you can either do it in the same way as me and just obviously pretend that this nail is an actual nail, or you can apply your colours first and then matte top coat and then do your foil, because obviously we're going to be using foil gel. And if you don't remove, no, not if you don't remove, that's not what I was trying to say. If you don't matte top coat and you've got a tacky layout on the colour that you're applying your foil gel to, your foil is going to stick to everywhere, not just where you want it, because obviously it's going to be sticky all over the place. So I'm just going in first of all with some acetone on a lint-free wipe just to clean off my, oh, I've got a cut somewhere that I didn't know about, just to clean off my palette, and then I'm just going to pop the colours on the palette because I'm going to be using them all with an nail art brush at some point. So I'm just going to make sure I've got some ready and out the way of the front of my lamp so they don't cure. So first of all, like I said, doing the silver first. So I'm going to use Erin's favourite brush, which is the long striper. It's an absolutely brilliant brush. It makes straight lines so easy, and you all comment on it every time I do a video with straight lines in and how easy it makes it look. And honestly, it is all down to the brush. Super, super easy. So with this one, I'm going to be taking the silver down the middle. So I'm just going to find out like just about where the middle is. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect with the first line because it's going to be quite a thick line anyway. So I'm just making sure first of all that I've got the central line is what I was trying to say. And then I'm going to build on it both sides to make it thicker. So however much I add on to one side, I'm going to add on to the other to make it the same, to make it central again. So I think there's about that much. But like I said, it's going to be quite wide, so it doesn't matter if you keep messing it up because you can just keep making it wider until you're happy. And then when I am happy, which I'm not just yet, I need to take that side over a little bit more. I'm making it slimmer at the bottom than I am at the top, and I'm not sure why. Okay, that's better. I'm just going to take this bit out slightly. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure of 60 seconds. And in the meantime, I'm going to do the next nail. So this one's going to be the opposite of that. So I'm going to do the silver on the outsides of the nail. So I'm just going to do down one side first and then the other. I want it to be thick enough because obviously the silver actually isn't going to just be like silver as I'm painting it now. It is going to be where the foil is going. So I want every area that I do silver to be basically thick enough like for me to actually like see the foil. So that's what I'm going off. So I need to pull this side in a little bit more to make that even. I don't know why God, I can't get my words out tonight. I don't know why I do designs that like mean that I need to be symmetrical, because if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that that is my downfall. Like, I'm not great at making like both sides look the same and getting everything central and that sort of thing. So I'm taking it in a little bit further because I really want you to be able to see this when the foil is on. About there, I think. It's a problem with the shape of these nails that I accidentally like always draw a curved line instead of straight, which is something I need to watch out for. Okay, I've just noticed I'm not even in shot. So there we go. I think that's about it. Like, if it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Like, if it was on a person, I'd spend much more time making sure it's perfect. But for the sake of plastic tip, I'm not too worried about upsetting it, to be honest with you. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and the other one is now done. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the other two when I've done these, because I don't know what I'm going to feel like the other three need before I've saw what these look like. So I'm just going with it. So I've got a bit of acetone on my lint-free wipe. I'm just going down the middle to make sure that there's no tacky layer on that. And then I'm just applying some of my foil gel to my palette as well. I am using Sparkle Supplies Foil Me. I did explain in a previous foil using video that it isn't for sale at the moment. Lorraine, who runs Sparkle Supplies UK, well, who the business belongs to, is currently trialling new ones. And as soon as she has found one that is as good as or better than Foil Me, it will be on the website, and she will update the Facebook page and Instagram and all that fun stuff. So if you're on Facebook and you're not already a part of the Sparkle Supplies Facebook page, then do join, because obviously it's just a nice page, to be fair. Like, all of us ambassadors are on there and we all chat to everybody, and you can ask us if you've got any questions, if you need any help with anything. Lorraine's always on there if you need any help with orders or anything like that. It's a nice group to be on, and obviously you get inspo from people uploading pictures using the Sparkle Supplies products as well. So that's my foil gel applied. I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full 60-second cure, and then off camera I'm just going to fill in these side bits as well. So I'm going to remove the tacky layer with acetone and then put the foil gel over the top, and then we can apply the foil together. So my first one is now cured, and I'm just going to apply my foil gel. I've already done that. I'm going to apply my foil to the foil gel now. So I'm just popping that down. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with that foil. It's stunning. It looks even better than I expected. I didn't think that was possible. So that's that one. I've just got 15 seconds for the next one. So I'm going to wait for that to come out before we continue with the rest of the... I've got hiccups. Before we continue with the rest of the design on these two nails. So this one has come out now. So I'm going to just pop my foil down one side at a time, so I can really make sure that I get it nice and straight. Super easy. Take that off. As always, I used silver underneath because I know that me keep saying this over and over is really boring, but I have to remember that everybody watches all of my videos. But I put a similar colour underneath the foil, because then if there is any small areas where the foil doesn't stick or anything, it won't be so noticeable because the colour underneath is really similar. So here's the two nails that we've got so far. Would be great if my phone would focus. There we go. So that's what we've got so far. So it's almost like if you put them together, that middle bit would go down there. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do white down the sides of this one and down the middle of here. So I'm not going to film that whole process because it's going to be pretty boring to watch me basically just do what I just did. Oh my gosh, I really can't speak. But yeah, to watch me what I've just done with the other nails. But I'm just basically just getting my white and going down the gaps. So obviously down the middle of this one, and then the other ones, it'll be the other nail, sorry, it'll be either side that looks like this one but the opposite way round. So I'm just going to do that off camera. And then I will go in with, what am I trying to say? I don't know what is wrong with me today, but I just can't get my words out. And it's not even that I can't get them out, it's that in my head I can't actually think of them. It's like I know what I want to say, but they're just not there, if that makes sense. Oh, I know it doesn't. But yeah, so I'm just going to fill this in, and the other one, I'll come back once they are cured. So on this nail, I'm filling this left side in with white, and then I'm going to do the right side with pink. And then the next step, obviously, you'll hopefully understand more why, and it will make sense when I do the next step. I really want to get the pink in because, to be honest with you, I really like the shade of pink that I've chose to use, so I just want to find a way of having more of it. And I think what I might do is have one each of the colours, like on the other three, to make this video not so long. It's literally just have like one full coverage foil nail of the silver, one full coverage of the pink, and one full coverage of the white. And then with this one, we've got the pink and white on it. And the other nail will have pink and white on as well. It just won't have quite as much pink. So I'm just going to clean my brush off and then do the pink. Because I just want to find a way of getting a little bit more pink into this, because like I said, this pink shade is absolutely beautiful. It's so bright. And I think, do you know what? A lot of clients at the moment keep saying the same thing to me as well, but I'm just over winter now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm much more of a like winter sort of time of year person, but I always say that in the summer, like, oh, I'm looking forward to winter. But the truth is, I really don't like winter very much. It's autumn that I like when it's still like sort of warm some days. You've still got like some sort of brightness outside. But yeah, I'm not a fan of winter. I'm not gonna lie, like when it's really dark all the time, like in the morning and the evening. And yeah, it seems to be going on for a really long time this year. So I am looking forward to brighter days and warmer days as well. So there is a hair on there that I'm just going to take off camera, but that is how this one is looking. I'm going to pop that in the lamp. So now this one is out the lamp, I'm going to go in with the pink as gel paint instead of gel polish, just because it's a lot more like packed full of coverage compared to the neon gel polish. So I'm just getting my little pot open to be able to use. I'm getting stuff absolutely everywhere. There's polish all over me. And I'm going to outline where the white is. So I'm just making sure that my brush is saturated with gel paint. And then, like I said, I'm just going to outline the white. My phone is really winding me up today. Absolutely loves the design of my kitchen roll, which is obviously not helpful. So anyway, I'm going down between the white and the silver and where they meet and just creating a line of the pink. I'm going to do that on both sides. Like I said, this brush makes straight lines super, super easy, which is a godsend because they're not the best thing to have to do. So it's nice to have brushes and tools and stuff that make our lives easier. I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker just so it's more visible. And to do that, I'm just putting a bit more pressure on my brush to basically splay the bristles to create that thicker line. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure of 60 seconds, and that nail is done. And then on this nail, we're going to do the same thing, but basically the other way around. I am going to do a second coat of the pink actually on this nail, so bear with me 1 second while I do that. And then once that's back out of the lamp, I'm then going to do a pink line down where the white meets the foil. Making sure again it's thick enough to be able to see it nice and clear. There we go. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing, but with the white this time. So it's like opposites. I'm just trying to get some acetone out of my little dispenser to clean off my brush. And then I'm going straight in my white. I should use white gel paint, but to be honest with you, I can't be bothered to open the pot, which I know sounds really lazy, but there you go. So I am just going to use my gel polish, which I'm probably going to regret, but I'm doing it anyway, it's fine. I just find line work a lot easier with gel paint because, like I said, it is better coverage typically and it's much thicker. So it's usually much easier to navigate. But luckily Gel Perfection colours are really good coverage anyway, so it's all good. Right, so that's that nail. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I am on the other three just going to do a nail of each colour basically. So a white nail, a foil nail and a pink nail. So all I'm going to do is do the foil nail on camera just because that is super satisfying. So I am just going to do one quick coat of platinum on this nail first. Again, just so there's a base for the foil gel, for the foil to go underneath, like just in case there's any gaps or anything. It's all good. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure, and then I will do a coat of foil gel over the top of that and come back to do the application with you. Okay, so this is out of the lamp now, so we're going to do full coverage foil application. So we're going to just pop it down for a second, find out if we've got enough foil for a start, and then I'm just going to place it on. Just going to pick it up so you can see better. Place it on, and then I go down the middle and just make sure that all that is nice and flush and flat, and then I go down the side walls after that. Both sides. It's more difficult on a display tip than it is a real person, because obviously you can put pressure on a real person because their hand is underneath, like their finger is there basically. You can put pressure on it and they'll hold themselves up. Obviously with these, if you put too much pressure on, they can just come off the back, which is really annoying, but there you go. So I'm just making sure that I'm putting pressure over everywhere this foil touches the nail. And once I'm confident that I've done that, I'm then just going to lift it up basically in slow motion. So if you look from this angle, when you lift it up, you'll be able to see. So here we can see two lines. If I place that back down there and put pressure on where those lines are, when I pick it back up, they can end up sticking back down. But obviously, because, I don't know if you just noticed, but I've just pulled it off the blue tack by accident. Because I've done that, I've made life a bit difficult for myself. But with a foil like this especially, you can just go back over anyway. Because it's not really a patterned foil as such, it's more just like an effect, so you can just pat on any excess areas that you've missed and it'll be fine. So that's that one done, and then my pink and white are also done. So all I need to do now is top coat all 5 nails, and then we are done. I'm really I'm really pleased with how this set turned out. To be fair, it's quite different, but I love that foil. Really effective. So like I said, I'm just going to top coat off camera real quick, and then I'll show you how they all turned out when they're all together at the end. So here is the finished design, all done and put together, top coated and everything. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I actually love this foil. Like, you can't see quite how holographic it is in person, like on camera, but you'll just have to take my word for it that it is absolutely ridiculously like just something else. It's brilliant. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.